Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run, No Tech, No Mechs. So, if my back-of-the-napkin math is correct, this should be the following week from last episode, where we spent an entire episode in the mech bay and built our two heavies. More or less, there's still a few things to be done. But the Crusader and the Executioner have builds that are being worked on. The Huron Warrior has a plasma build that I'm excited about. And we are currently at 30 mech tech because of the event last episode. So our salvage limit is now up to 95 tons, and we only have to scrap things above 55 that go down. And with that in mind, we are now going to drop... Oh, not store. I don't need to check the store until after the financial report. We decided not to travel specifically because, this is a good system for electronic warfare gear, and that's one of the things we're very much lacking right now. But we're going to drop straight in the command center. Oh! Wait, what? When did that start? Hold up. Oh, 35 days until the fighting starts. Okay. Huh. Well, we're just going to drop on a regular mission today. And then I see no reason not to. 3.5 chevron means, well, yeah. 3.5 chevron flare-up is going to be any missions 2.5 below, so 1 chevron. Oh, yeah, just same as the planet. 1 chevron up to 6.5 chevrons. That is the perfect variation for our current roster. And yeah, we're gonna drop it a battle. Sounds interesting. I don't want to do the target acquisition just because 6.5, that's gonna be a lot of scary things coming after us, and yeah. Ooh, we can fight for Davian. Do I want to do a battle and really just say goodbye to the Taurians? Or, alternatively, do I do one last flare-up for the Taurians and then start working for the Davians? Genuinely. I will fight this battle against the Taurians, and I'll decide. Actually, since I'm going to be staying here for the entire flare-up, yeah, let's go full salvage. -9. It looks like we're just barely at 80 after we finish. Or maybe not. It says current faction reputation 85. 80 to 100 is honored. Hold on. So if we get 9 reputation, then we'll be up to 94. Yeah, that's okay. So if we take a mission against the Taurians, we actually do end up hated by, or not hated, but less liked by them. So let's not fight the Taurians. Do we have something against... Wait. No, it's against the Taurians as well. 3 chevron against the Davians. I could just do the... You know what? Taurians 18, Fed Sun 16. Let's just go ahead and start it now. Why not? Let's go. In the... That's why not. Because I actually want to get my heavies ready. Okay, you know what? How many days till the fighting starts? $35 days until the fighting starts. In 35 days, we can have our heavies ready. Let's do it. I'm just going to pass time. Financial report. This also gives us a chance to see if we do go the full 1.5. And the event that I did last episode was I paid 500,000 Z-bills for the bonus to Mech-Tech. So we're going to see extravagant spending. If that's based on the current Mech-Tech, including the event, and we are genuinely getting 13, so we're up to 38. Okay. So yeah, we can salvage anything, and we only have to scrap things above 65 tons that go down while we're at 38 Mech-Tech. Cool. We'll see what the extravagant spending is at when it's no longer enhanced by that event, but for now, that means 15 days until the Excalibur's ready. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, cool. We also have the training modules. And we're also broke. I mean, let's take a moment and just, for a second, look at our light options. I'm never going to make a Hollander. I already have a Panther. Chausser. Machine guns, AMS, ultra autocannon. I would actually field that if I had the option. Fireflies are neat, but I only have one part. I should have done this before the financial report. Just so that you, like, very clearly, I understand. Advanced stealth, definitely would drop that if I had it. Incubus, another 9,000. Javelin, I'm not going to build a Javelin. Actually, I'm not going to build a light mech, period. Because I am able to now reliably build medium mechs. So unless it's a vehicle, I don't really... Yellow Jacket does not have enough armor for me to care about right now. Plus, I already have the Black Jacket. Yeah, AC-10 Kaliyama. So that would be able to drop some good stuff. Cavalry is very lightly armored as well. Wait. That's a lot of SRMs. I might use that. That's well armored. That's slow and not that well armored. Yep, I would use that. Stinger. Goodbye. Skulker. One medium laser? No, I need more than that. Ultralight carrier. That would explode way too easily. Okay, so then we have like battle armor stuff. I'm still not sure how I feel about all that, but I'll leave it. I don't think I'm gonna build a cicada. Like, even if we drop out of extravagant funding, I'm pretty sure we're past building, like, light 40, 45 tonners. Urban tank, stealth, not gonna build a stealth. Phoenix Hawk, nope. Eisenfaust, goodbye. Trebuchet, I would still build a 50-tonner. I am happy to use a well-built 50-tonner throughout the end of a game, or throughout the end of a campaign, so that's the point where I'll stop. So we have 300,000 now. That's enough for me to feel comfortable in case an event drops. And meanwhile, our third mech bay is just finishing all sorts of stuff. Okay. Caught Scrub painting my likeness. Yeah, this is because he's rebellious. After I paid the mech, I gave the mech techs a raise, but not the Mechwarriors. Because no tech, no mechs. Yeah, allow Scrub to continue. Hey, he's in high spirits and lost rebellious. Nice. Sweet. Okay. And then one more day. Although, instead of spending a day with just the Excalibur going, what was it the Crusader needed? The Crusader needed... Oh, a lot of things. Yeah, the Crusader is far from done. I want missile weapons. Let's look in the store real quick. So, I want SRM 6s or like an MRM 20, stuff like that. There's an SRM 6, instantly buying it. Energy accuracy is neat, but we don't have money right now. AC2 double bin, that's 100 shots. That's like 4 AC2s. Machine gun quarter, we still have 4. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing the electronic warfare stuff that I was hoping to. So, that's going to be a high priority. But I will take the moment to just throw that SRM-4 straight into the other leg. That's where it goes. Beautiful. If necessary, I will be putting the... Oh yeah, I was going to pull a tag out of somewhere to put in its head, possibly. Maybe. Ooh, actually, hold on. Hold on. We have a laser AMS clan. So, getting the TSM to activate will be easier if we have something that could generate a lot of heat every turn, potentially. Can fire up to 2 times per round, or can fire up to 3 times per round in alternate fire mode. So... I'm confused. Okay. So it can activate 2 times per round, generating 15 heat per activation, with a 60% intercept chance and 4 damage per missile. Or it can switch into safe mode, where it does half the damage at 10% higher accuracy, same number of shots, but it generates 50% less heat and has no chance to jam. Got it. Makes sense. But yeah, between the counter missile, the bolt-on AMSs, and the laser AMS, I am more than happy to drop... Actually, I will not drop... I will not put the laser AMS in yet. Eventually, I think that is the best choice. Just a very resilient, heavy melee mech. But obviously, we could still gain structure and armor tonnage. And yeah, this is the current build. It is currently droppable, and it will work. It may not be pretty, and I don't think it has any electronic warfare, but depending on the mission we're dropping on, that might be all we need. Alright. Right. If I join the flare-up right now, I'll have to wait 2 days for a mission anyway. So... Ooh, duo. Yeah. Let's do that. No, not full salvage. 2-8. Beautiful. And, yeah, we're gonna... Ooh, we actually could test one of the new builds. So this build in particular, we were wanting to see how the cooling goes. We want to see if the... this is a terrible drop for it because polar biome. So, actually, I'm going to not use... This is exactly the build that Jaster wants. The Crusader is going to be the 7-ton hatchet and a bunch of crit weapons. SRMs and things. So, we have the Crusader. We'll be able to see if the AMSs, the 2 bolt-on AMSs that carry 300 shots each, are then supplemented with the ammo AMS. up to 800. And just in general, we'll get to see how that goes and how that looks. And then, I mean, I could literally just drop the other heavy. I don't feel like it's ready. But if not the other heavy, then what? The Wolverine? So, if all 3 weapons hit, this is doing 75 pinpoint, 75 pinpoint, and 50 pinpoint. That's 200. The Wolverine has to fire times 4 to successfully do 200 damage. And I would like to test this before the flare-up begins. So, to that end, who's going to pilot it? Not one of the rookies. I mean, nothing can jam, but... Nah, I'll use Varrock. Let's go. Yep. Alright, so it's local government, meaning this is going to be very RNG what we're up against. And we're dropping to untested and incomplete mechs. So... I mean, at least we do have an Angel ECM, which will stay passive. Oh. Oh. That's stealth. It's a stealth Mad Dog. And a quick draw. Oh ho ho. Beautiful. Do you see how many missiles there are? Because I see how many missiles there are. Unfortunately, our bolt-on AMS does not get the extra ammo from the bin. They are unfortunately just at 300. So, very well. But we do still have our glorious 7-ton hatchet. Although we are a lot slower than our medium melee mechs were. Well, hopefully the AMS does some work. And the Excalibur, on the other hand, needs to stay very far away. Very, very far away. Okay. Stealth Mad Dog. I am so curious what that is. Alright, here comes the Quick Draw Pirate. Or 5P. Firing a bunch of Inferno. Alright, fair enough.
Receiving you.
I can only charge. Why can I only charge? That's weird.
Holding for the right
I can definitely move to the hexes next to him. Okay. The AMS fired a lot and intercepted a third of that crazy Alpha Strike. ATM-9 Pirate. 4 of
Waiting
them.
for orders.
Alright. I think the quick draw, honestly, is going to be a more consistent problem.
Acknowledged.
So I'm going to try to pick him apart.
Firing.
Alright. And our heat is completely fine.
Ready for orders.
Okay, here we go. Physical weapon. Switch straight to Deadfire. Here goes.
Aye, aye.
That's unfortunate. Come on, Chester, you can do better than that.
No.
But at least we have 6 evasion and guarded, so... Yeah, the AMS is more designed for other people shooting at him, not the melee target, but still intercepted 10 out of the 36. That's nice. Yeah, exactly. That.
Good to go.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Hello, scavenger.
Locking in all weapon systems.
There's an arm down.
Scored a critical hit.
Standing by.
And now, hopefully, since he's much less likely to survive it this time, I hit it. Nope, we did not hit. That's bad.
Target hit.
Okay, Stealth X destroyed.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Engine crit. That should help. Yeah, with the AMS firing so well, the quick draw is not really going to be much of a problem. Do I literally just stand and punch? I think I do. 99% to kill, more or less. Okay.
Score. Critical hit.
There we go. That's the kill I was expecting.
Tango is trash.
Okay.
Standing by.
Oh, here we go. Well, it is obstructed, so... Yeah, we will swing wide. Get an unobstructed shot. But yeah, I am quite happy with how these are going.
All weapons are go.
Structure exposed. Good enough.
Retreat.
Alright, bud. What do you got for me? Okay, are the AMS jammed or do I run out of ammo on them? Hold on. I ran out of ammo, didn't
Standing
I?
by.
Yep. That is the problem. Don't be weird. There we go. Thank you.
On it. Locked on for physical attack. Let's go. Let's go.
On the bright side,
Nothing. Let's hit him hard.
him hitting me with the heat damage that is actually keeping our TSM on, which means if we do land a hit, it's going to be absolutely devastating.
Copy that.
Excalibur moving for 3 evasion. I'm content with that.
Here it comes.
Ooh, 45 damage stray shot. Yeah.
Reporting. Major armor lock. Let's go. Let's go.
That
Orders.
could have gone better. Definitely could have gone better. I mean, I think I am just gonna stand and punch. 75%. Come on, you got this. Nice.
Let's hit him hard. No retreat.
Not a kill,
Reporting. Critical hit.
but we did crit something. And now here comes the backstrike. That's fine. I mean, he's still hitting me with Inferno, which doesn't matter in the polar biome. Cool. Legged.
Okay.
Side
now
torso as
on.
well. Oh, 5-ton sword destroyed? Gyro melee plus crit? Oh no, tell me the gyro's still alive. I want that gyro. Okay, 473,000, that should definitely cover the repairs. We only lost armor. We even dropped under tonnage, but yeah, the AMS ammo ran out, and the bolt-on AMSs didn't last as long as I had hoped. Yeah, the pirate Mad Dog got shredded, but look at all this. Reinforced sensors, +3 armor and structure to the location. Fire control Bloodsport, +1 initiative, +1 melee accuracy. That's super interesting. LRM Hydra, interesting. More acid and Inferno and Deadfire SRM ammo. The quick draw also got shredded, unfortunately. No. The melee gyro got destroyed. Okay. There is gut support A and B. There's an IFF jammer Mark II, which I'm taking. There's a pirate fire control system, which is very interesting because as long as you mitigate the heat and you're dropping somebody who has recoil reduction on weapons that don't have recoil, or recoil reduction adequate to completely compensate for more than the recoil the weapons have, this is breaching shot and +1 accuracy and enables target battle computers compared to bonus or compared to breaching shot and jam chance reduction. That said, there's also a Warfare Suite quick sell. Is it great? No. Is it better than what some of our mechs are running? Yes. Some of them don't have any electronic warfare at all. Clan Indo, we already have one that we're not using. Gyro XL, we have one we're not using. Another thing about Pirate Fire Control System is you can use that to get TSM more reliably active. But it is specifically with ranged weapons, so no. Spiked helmet. Just if you want to go all in on charging. But it's -1 to gunnery, piloting, and tactics. I really wish that this was +1 to piloting. And like -2 to gunnery and tactics. But whatever. I think I go Fire Control Bloodsport. What do we get? We got the Armored Cal, we got the Reinforced Sensors, the Spiked Helmet, the Warfare Suite, and Inferno SRM ammo. Okay. Wait, I should have checked if the Pirate Mad Dog is actually an Omni. Alright. 53,000, 4 days for just the Crusader. And that means that the Executioner did not get damaged. Or Excalibur, not Executioner. The Excalibur is 2 tons light because we were going to put in a support system. Again, that wasn't really a good test of the heat capacity because, you know, polar biome. But I was very happy with its accuracy. Very happy indeed. Yeah, I don't think there's much that I am intent on adding to this thing, other than just maybe a tag. But it's fine as is, for now. Did I look in the store? I feel like I already looked in the store. Also, Battle Armor Pop-Up Mine. Yeah, I already looked in the store. Yep. Okay. So I'd like to have something else actively being worked on. Huron Warrior, what did you need? Ah, Guardian ECM. Right now you're just running a regular ECM. Okay. I mean, honestly, did I get a cockpit component that might mesh well here? Armored Cal. So, +1 guts, bonus armor and structure, but the more interesting thing is injury resistance. So if he starts overheating and gets burned, he'll resist the injury. If that's his first injury. That's good. And I could actually even go reinforced sensors, sure. Just make it even less likely that whoever's in the Huron Warrior gets shot in the head and dies. So altogether, this will be an extra 13 armor and structure, So we'll be up to 29, which brings us to 74, and then another 13, which brings us to 87. We can survive a Gauss shot to the head. Nice. Is there another mech I'd rather put that on? All the melee mechs really need the clan. Oh yeah, that reminds me. What's the mech that needs the melee landing, the melee hits to land the most? 4-ton hatchet, pretty good. Getting night vision from the fire control improved. We have some long-range options. Do I give the Legionnaire the quick cell warfare suite? Swap the full warfare? No. No, I want the mobile frontline melee mech to have the warfare suite. Absolutely. So, Shadowhawk is also using Clan Cockpit. We're using Clan Sensors, which is just increased sight and sensor range. I kind of like the idea of making this tankier, actually. So... And obviously the Pirate Fire Control would have been terrible here because it would have added extra recoil to the already insane recoil of the Rack 10. But we will give reinforced sensors as well as armored Cal plus here. So now our Wolverine can survive a Gauss shot to the head. Nice. That is useful. And we currently don't have any kind of probe. No, we do not have any kind of probe. Just the Guardian ECM. How many slots is the Quick Cell Warfare Suite? 2. It weighs an extra half-ton compared to the Guardian ECM. And 1 extra slot, which means we'd have no slots left. Hmm. 10 fixed slots reserved. Fixed slots be the same as Pharaoh. Nah, I'm gonna keep it as is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Would I like him to have better shots on, you know, electronic warfare enhanced targets? Yeah, absolutely. Do I want to try to drum up an extra half-ton? No, not right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna spend a day putting the head components in. Right. There I go, getting distracted again. As I do. Reinforced sensors. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. So we've got 1 day on the Wolvie now. I mean... Night vision is more helpful for longer range. Like, literally, it is visual detection range. So, I think the Shadowhawk I'll actually give the Bloodsport to. Ah, but the +1 gunnery helps the machine gun not jam. And unless the TSM is active from the machine gun firing burst... I could, for now, give the melee gyro to the Shadowhawk. Yeah, let's. Just keeps it that little bit safer. So we're not going to have like a crazy big enough core to make a 70, 75 ton or anything like that go fast enough to use it, so might as well use it on the Shadowhawk. Potentially also upgrading its engine core into a Clan XL rather than the light engine that it uses right now. Do I want to do it? Oh yeah, absolutely. I have stuff to do here. Oh wow. Okay. You don't really use missiles at all. Well, I guess the bolt-on rockets. Now we're just going to give you a Clan Fire Control Standard battle computer, or Fire Control. You have a half ton available. Not really a lot to do with it. I could move the Guardian ACM and give you an XL gyro, but to what end? All your hard points are being used. I could replace your small lasers with flamers. That is something I can do. They do 12 damage on overheating targets. And they have evasion ignore. Compared to the small lasers doing 15 damage. And no heat. So if the target's overheating, I would lose 3 damage per laser. They would also generate more heat, but we have plenty of heat to spare. Yeah, I think I am going to drop 2 small lasers and give it 2 flamers. Wait. Oh, small lasers. Small lasers are a half ton. Never mind. Alright. Go back into it, upgrade its cockpit. Which is... I don't know why I was thinking small lasers were a ton. Okay. Fire Control Standard Clan. Cool. Any cockpit upgrades I care about? Nope. Sensor upgrades don't really matter when your range is so tiny. So, I think that's kind of it. Yep. Alright. The Huron Warrior we haven't tested yet. But what did we want for it? Ah, Guardian ECM to upgrade the standard ECM. Now this actually could benefit from better sensors. So we will. Clan sensors. Nice. Alright. And that is some stuff to be working on as the Crusader works. 1, 2, pause. Alright. And now it's time. Fed Sons. Do we fight for them or against them? And honestly, I am actually going to decide not based on who I want to win or who I want faction points with. I'm going to base it on whether or not I want the store to restock when we finish. Also, yeah, I already looked in here. He's a technician. Alright. If we fight for the Fed Sons, then once this resolves, one way or the other, if we win, the store does not restock. So we would have to lose to get a free restock of the store. Or we could fight for the Taurians, get stacked equipment, and have a good time. Yep. That is the end. Ah, right, I was gonna... That's why I was putting stuff into construction. Wait. Huh? Oh, yeah, it went through. Upcoming mission. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't trying to... Yeah. Let's see if there's something else I can do with, one day on a couple different mechs. Yeah, the Huron Warrior is just... I'm very content with it in concept. I can't wait to get a Guardian ECM and call it done. Alright. I mean, I guess I could give it XL Gyro. How much tonnage does that save? 2 tons. What can I put on it that meshes well with 600 meters for 2 tons? A 600 meter laser. And a quick cell warfare suite. So we are missing out on, while passive, having an ECM shield of 3 and reducing jamming by 2. Whereas the Electronic Warfare Suite Quick Cell gives us a shield of 1 and protects allies, including us, with a shield of 1. So we have the same ECM shield. Reduces jamming by 1 on the carrier and reduces enemy shield within 1 meter. So as long as we're within 150 meters of the target, we have the same reduction of jamming. And the sight and sensor distance increase, counter stealth ECM, is something that is not provided at all by the ECM. So this is an upgrade. Cool. We get an extra laser, which actually hurts our heat efficiency. But if we're in a cold biome, doesn't matter. And if we're in a hot biome, then we have an emergency coolant system, and our enemy probably doesn't. Plus, we can just turn the laser off. I like it. Oh, wait. Ooh, even better. Because we have 0 minimum range with the plasma rifle. And I just remembered, flamers are 1 ton. There we go. An extra 6 heat per turn. And it doesn't hurt our heat efficiency as much. Cool. Alright. So we have another heat mech. Nice. Fireball. Is there anything we can do to improve the fireball? It has a flamer. It has SRM2s with Inferno ammo. If we could find the tonnage for it, we could give it the tagger. Is it 1.5 or is it 2 tons? 1.5. Can we get half a ton somehow? No. I think it'll be easier to get the half a ton on the Panther. Or is the Clint running attack? I think the Clint's running attack. No, the Clint is running a fluid gun. Okay. Then yeah, Fireball it is. I'd like to keep my heat mechs somewhat consistently heat mechs. So, we're going to put the tagger on, we're going to figure out how to give it an extra half ton. Hee. Nice. Also, it just gives it 8 extra damage that it didn't have before, which is hilarious. And, okay, it's 600 meters versus 540. That's fine. This little guy's gonna running tight, running quick, get in close, and then have fun. So how do we save a half ton here? I don't want to strip armor, it's already risky enough. So... small cockpit would be viable. Engine heatsink removal -4 would actually work. I have 2 slots available. Huh. So I don't really have a good way to save 2 ton, or half a ton. That's unfortunate. Because I would like to give it the Tagger. Oh yeah, I should also give the Panther jump jets and, you know, a better build. Actually, let's... Before we mess with this, let's go look at the Panther. Is there a world where we refit the Panther and give it jump jets and a Tagger to do additional damage? So the LB-10 is 11 tons. Then Ultra 10 is 10 tons. If we give you the Tagger, that's an extra 8 damage that would be increased when jumping, thanks to our aerial assault quirk. So it would do 8.8 damage. That's not nothing. ER medium would do 27.5. LB10 would do 55. It's just such a marginal increase. It's just such a marginal increase. Like, I do like Panthers a lot. I just... Now, if it was a energy variant Panther where the right arm had 2 energy hard points, then that's 2 large lasers and then jump jets, and you just bounce around and it works. That is an idea, actually. Hold on. What if we drop the LB-10 in favor of... We don't have a hypervelocity ammo for that, unfortunately. I would absolutely run a hypervelocity 5 if I could. Just the insane crit potential. Just insane crit potential. But we could run an LB5. It would save us 4 tons. If we ran an LB5, we'd still be getting 3 extra damage rather than 5 extra damage. Ah. We do not have LB5 ammo. Wow. Alright. That explains why I wasn't running the LB5. Alright. The ER medium as the only energy hard point. We drop for a... Ooh, actually. Large pulse laser clan. So that means each pulse would do 22 damage. And it only weighs 6 tons. Okay. So if that's our primary weapon, what's our secondary weapon? Also, let's go overhead. Let's go ahead and go over to equip jump jets. Jump jet. No, not improve. Jump jet. Jump jet. Jump jet. And jump jet. Alright. So we have our maxed out jump jets. We have 840 meter, 540 meter. No minimum range on either. So what is the highest damage? Do we have heavy machine gun ammo? Not that I'm considering using it for this build, but just, no. No, we don't. So we have light machine gun ammo with no light machine gun, and we have heavy machine gun with no heavy machine gun ammo. I hate it. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, that's right, we don't have LB5 ammo. I was about to say, LB5 with a LBX large laser is amazing. And it would be able to jump up to high elevation to, like, contend with the VTOLs having higher elevation. But no. That said, it is still a solid weapon. And I'm pretty sure it's less heat than the large pulse laser clan. Nope, it's more heat. Never mind. Large pulse laser clan, get back in there. Oh boy. Yeah, binary weight laser, not even a chance. Way too much. No missile hardpoint, so I can't even give it an LRM. And then we get back down to the ballistics. Do I have Ultra 2 ammo? No. Ultra 5 and Ultra 10 ammo. No Ultra 5. LB 10 ammo, no LB 5. Medium rifle ammo? Heavy rifle. I have heavy rifle Sabo and heavy rifle standard. So that would be 2 tons. Oop, cancel. 2 tons in addition to the 5 tons. So that's 7 tons. But again, that's only 3 extra damage for 7 tons. I think I literally go machine guns here. I have hands. I have hands. Does laser pistol block? Yes. It blocks other weapons in the same location. Laser pistol. 15 damage. And then that leaves half a ton open, so I can actually put a different rocket in. That is half a ton. Which is more tandem. Okay, so now instead of having the bolt-on rocket times 2, bolt-on tandem rocket times 5. Just times 1, but it's fine. Because we now have the laser pistol as well, and the laser pistol actually has 30 shots, so it never runs out. Okay, and that blocks that, so now we have 4 tons and 1 hardpoint into support hardpoint. Okay. No. Okay. It's a shame the laser pistol blocks that location. What do I do? I could use the tonnage for more heat sinks. And I probably should. Probably should. Machine gun duel. Machine gun duel. Machine gun incendiary. And ammo machine gun. And then 1 heatsink. Actually, I could just give it a kit. Drop the 3 heat sinks, negative 3 heatsink tons. I have the slots to put double heat sinks in instead. And that leaves me with an extra ton. What would I use that for? Oh, wait. Hold on. Right. So I have 1.5 tons of carry capacity. So I can actually use the bolt-on tandem rocket 5 times 3. I can also go with the bolt-on tandem rocket 15 here, but I like that. Actually, no, I will go with the bolt-on tandem rocket 15 times 2, because if I jump... Oh, not that one. 15 times 1. Because if I jump... I did not intend for this to become another Mechlab episode, I promise. But here we are. So, if I jump and then fire the tandem rockets, that means they are doing... I believe it would also increase the through armor damage. So, they'd be doing 2.2 armor piercing and 3.3 raw damage. That's cool. And 2-ton bolt-on. Yep. This is good. We're at exactly 3.5. Cool. Is there actually a larger core that I'd want to give it? Instead of the 180. So 180 is 6 tons. 195 is 7. That is 1 ton. Does that give me the ability... No, it does not give me the ability to have more jump jets. Unfortunate. Alright. That was all I was checking. What about 200 core, actually? 200 core still only allows 5 jump jets. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to give it anything crazy. Nothing above that. I mean, I genuinely think that I just... Excuse me. I think at this point, I just... Nah. Oh, he has no electronic warfare. Haha. That's what we do. ECM. Done. Nice. So we don't have as good of long-range options, but that's fine. I say that. We still have a pulse laser that does 60 damage. And a tagger that does 8. So we're doing 68 at range. Compared to 75. We're only losing out on 7 damage at 480 meters. But then once we get close, especially if we jump, that's a lot more damage. I like it. I like it. That is 6 days, though. Oof. Alright, so that means we put that at the top. And then in 2 days, when the next mission's available, we will have everyone ready. Let me check the recording time real quick. Ah, I am over an hour. Well then. We are working on something, right? No, we are not working on anything in engineering. I did not notice training modules got done. This would be a good time to get the library up and running. This would also be a good time to get an additional drop. Yeah. So, once that's done, in 7 days, we'll be able to drop an additional vehicle or mech. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll have a chance to get some more vehicles, but this is fine. Oh, wow, Witness is almost back. That's amazing. We're gonna have another VTOL pilot for the VTOLs we don't have. Also, did the store change while at, like, when we started the flare-up? No, it is still very much the same. Medium laser rifle, 2-ton handheld. Maybe. It's only 144,000. If we have money, might go for that. We do have some stuff, some mechs with hands open. Is there anything else I want to do? The Excalibur? No. The Excalibur is waiting for... Oh, yes. Haha. Tag. 600 meters. Oh. Nope. Laser AMS. Laser AMS and another double heatsink. That's the finished build. Validate, confirm. Alright. The Valkyrie, I'm fine with how it's been performing. It's not great, but it's fine. I guess I could, instead of the AC-5, give it, like, the heavy rifle. No, not the rack. No. Medium rifle? Do I have medium rifle ammo? I do. I'm gonna give it the medium rifle. So, for one, it gives us the chance to put the AC-5 somewhere more valuable. For two, it gives us a chance to add an LRM. Because we are generally dropping pretty inexperienced Mechwarriors in the Valkyrie at this point. So, this gives it 9 shots with the medium rifle, and it frees up 3 tons, which gives us an LRM 5, I believe. Yes, that gives us an LRM 5 and a bin of ammo. Ooh. 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 A half bin of regular and a half bin of Deadfire. Nice. Are we ever going to need 24 rounds of ammo? No. But that's fun. What else could we use the half ton for? More armor. Yeah. We're going to drop the Deadfire, and we're going to give it more armor. Too much on the shield arm. There we go. Cool. So we've traded the AC-5. Again, if we're dropping rookies in it, we're never going to double fire. So that's 30 damage, and we're trading it for the medium rifles 30. That gets reduced by armor. That's fine, because we're also gaining another 16.5 with damage variance, which can go up to 20. No, 25. Yeah, medium rifle is 600 meters versus 720. LRM is 840, which matches the PPC. Oh no, 720 is the PPCs. Do I really want to spend 3 days, though, just to get an AC-5 to put somewhere else? Like, I don't even have a second AC-5. No, I'll wait till after the flare-up. But that is something I will eventually do, I think. Wasp I'm happy with. Sorry about the loud vehicle. One of my neighbors thinks they're cool. So... Wait, was this the one that I was... No, it was the Panther that I was messing with the rockets on. Yeah. They have their full carry capacity. Does the Wasp have a hand? Does the Wasp have a hand? The Wasp does have a hand. How many tons is the laser pistol? Or not tons, carry capacity. 1. Oh, it is tons. 1 ton carry capacity. No, I'd rather save that for somebody who has their slots full and extra carry capacity left over. The Clint has stuff in both hands, right? No. The Clint does not have stuff in both hands. And if I trade out... Let's see, incendiary rockets, I have 0.5. I have 6 tons. No. Alright. So I could give... The grenade gun does heat damage. I would have to drop both of the rockets that actually arguably do a lot more. No. Nope. Valkyrie, we already looked at, right? The Valkyrie has the bolt-on rockets that are taking up their entire capacity. So, if I replace one of the bolt-on 15s, bolt-on tandem 5, I could give it a laser pistol. Which does 15 damage for up to 30 rounds. But it only has a range of 240. Nope. Alright, so the Clint really would be the best recipient of the laser pistol. But I don't really... I don't want to reduce the bolt-on incendiary rockets because those are the things that are best at overheating people. I miss my handheld flamer. That was amazing. Fireball has his 2 grenades. That's all he needs. 2 firebombs. Yeah. That's it. I mean, I guess the Wolverine, for whenever the... Oh, no, that's right. It blocks the... It would block the rack until it jams. Or until it, Yeah, if we give any kind of handheld here... Also, carry capacity, because the combat shield. Right. Alright. Well, I've probably squirreled away another 10-15 minutes. I mean, I could give a handheld, grenade. Yeah. I have a lot of carry capacity here. So... Firebomb. Grenade. As we're approaching, we hurl those in, and then we start punching. Nice. We've managed to justify some of our handheld weapons. Alright. 6 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 1 day. I definitely think that this is more important. Like that. Alright. So, we're going to do that mission tomorrow. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.